What's up guys, Erroneous here with another Raid Shadow Legends video, and in today's video I'm going to be pulling some shards. We've got 3 hours left with the boosted summons. I highly don't recommend pulling shards on 10 times events anymore, but you know what? I just really want to get Riho Bone Spear. Really great champion, and what better champion to get for my first Void Legendary but Riho Bone Spear. I mean, obviously she's not the best Void champion for Legendary, but she's insanely good. I mean, look at her abilities. She's a support based champion. She hits pretty hard. Her A1 does a continuous heal buff on an ally with the lowest HP for 1 turn. Also places a 7.5% continuous heal buff on all allies with 30% HP or less, so she's able to sustain your team and make them stay alive for a longer period of time. On her A2, pressure points, places a stun debuff on the target for 1 turn, as well as HP burn, 60% decreased defense, 25% weaken, 50% decreased attack, 30% decreased crit rate debuff for 2 turns, and then attacks that target. So, and this, after she does this and attacks the target, by adding all these debuffs, make sure that you have a lot of accuracy on her. She actually hits really hard on that target. She can one-shot enemies with that ability. On her A3, Perfect Body removes all debuffs from all allies, then places a block buff on them for 2 turns, and heals all allies by 35% of their max HP, and by a further 5% for each debuff removed by them. This is also an insanely good ability for dungeons, Doom Tower progression as well. And it's on a 3-turn cooldown if you book it out. Then she has this passive, which is even better. When receiving any debuff, she instantly transfers them to the attacker, will not transfer debuffs that cannot be removed. And then on her aura, I'm not really a huge fan of her aura, but it's increased ally attack and faction crypts by 42%. I wish this was speed or something a little bit different like defense as a support based champion. You would much rather see defense, you would much rather see HP, resistance, accuracy, especially now in Doom Tower, you really need a lot of resistance to sustain. Genzen, I already have Genzen, really cool looking champion. People like to hate on him, but I think he's a very good champion. I'd love to get Kyokyu, but again, I'm not pulling for that. Genbo, the Dishonored, really good champion. I would love to get this guy. I'm going to be pulling my Void Shards. I really shouldn't, and I highly suggest against pulling your Void Shards when it's only a 10 times, because you only get a 0.5% chance to pull a Legendary, which is insanely low. But I'm really close to my Mercy, and I just can't contain myself and wait till this 2 times on the weekend, which is probably going to be shame on me because I probably won't pull anything, but who knows, maybe I do pull my first Legendary ever, and maybe it ends up being Riho Bone Spear. The other 2 champions I'm not going to go over. We got Burengiri and we got Taragi the Frog. Taragi obviously really good at Clan Boss, Burengiri really good at Doom Tower, soloing the Bommel boss on normal stages, and I believe on up to floor 50 for Bommel on hard. So here goes nothing. Come on, RNG gods, I know that you're out there somewhere. Let's do this, let's do this, let's get this, come on. Come on, Legendary right here. Nope, not a Legendary. Retainer. I've never used this champion personally. I don't even think I have this champion. Decreased defense on the A1, 30% weak version. Meh. Heals this champion by 40% of max HP and places a counterattack on himself for 2 turns, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Again, meh. Attacks 1 enemy, decreases the target's turn meter by 50% if the target's turn meter is fully depleted, places a sleep on them. So this is actually kind of cool against bosses, especially for the faction if you're in Dark Elf, so he would be pretty good at decreasing the boss's turn meter. And then he has a defense in Faction Crypts, which is a good aura. Faction Crypts, you're looking for sustainability auras, defense, resistance, you're looking for HP as well. So let's keep going. Come on, please, 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 let's go. Come on, no, okay. So we've got Harvester, attack-based champion. Nothing crazy about Harvester, to be honest with you, but this ability on her A3, which is on a 4-turn cooldown, 90% chance of increasing the cooldowns of one of the target's skills by 2 turns at random. So she would be good in Doom Tower against the Eternal Dragon if you want to try her out. Okay, Epic. Faceless. I don't have Faceless, so this is the first time I pulled him, I believe. He hits really hard. He's Night Revenant. I really don't need him. I really would have hoped that I got like a Maneater. I want a Maneater. I want a Demitha. I definitely want a Shamal or Shamal. So he's really good against Hydra. But I mean, Faceless, he hits hard. That's about it. He's got a single target ability that can hit really hard, which is this one right here. Ignore shield and block damage buffs as well as defense, so 100% of defense. You don't even need to put him in Savage gear. You can just put him in crit damage gear and build up his crit damage and crit rate as high as possible, and he'll nuke anybody, especially in arena. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get lucky. Okay, nothing here. Vanguard's not really that great of a champion. He does have the decrease the duration of all buffs on the attacker when hit for a passive, and then resist in all battles by 30. Nothing crazy. He's okay. Alright, we've got Marquis. Marquis actually hits kind of hard, defense-based champion, but his damage is based on attack, which is annoying. But this ability right here, A3, attacks all enemies, 35% chance of placing a sleep debuff, and this debuff cannot be removed. So you could actually utilize this guy in arena if you can get his speed going really fast. Use him to attack all enemies as long as he has high enough accuracy. He'll place sleeps, and then you can attack them and the debuffs won't be removed. One more. Come on, let's get this. Please give me a legendary. Alright, so I couldn't get the legendary. Emotional, damn it! That's unfortunate. I wonder when I'll ever get a legendary champion. You know, it's very frustrating. You know, I really wish that I could have gotten a legendary out of that. It's also my fault that I did this. I shouldn't have done this, especially with this fusion going on, if I want to try and get the fusion for the different shard pulling events that are going on with the fusion right now. It is what it is. I didn't get it. Oh, pardon. I'm not going to be too upset if I don't get this guy. I don't think he's that great to begin with, but he would be an okay addition to anybody's roster. So that's going to do it for me, guys. If you've watched it this far already, thanks so much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Subscribing is going to be super helpful. Thank you so much again, and take care.